Hi guys, Mom Bob here. I found this new game that I'm kind of obsessed with, and I have actually played it all the way through and succeeded in surviving the war, which doesn't surprise me because I answered the questions as if I were actually living through this, and I'm a very non-confrontational person, so surviving the Second World War wouldn't have been that unusual for me. But this time what I'm going to do is go through and try to get myself arrested and killed as fast as I possibly can. I'm going to answer everything like the opposite of what I would want and what I would naturally do, and I'm going to see how quickly I can get myself killed. So we'll go ahead and play resistance mode, which says you need to watch every step. Police and Gestapo are on high alert. The members of your group are always on the edge of leaving. No save games, no going back. So we're going to do a rush mode to see how quickly I can get myself caught, whatever, in this thing. Let's find me a wonderful face. Something that makes me laugh out loud. Something, oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty fantastic, Stephanie Ritter. Let's confirm. I will probably skip parts of this because I've discovered that every response to an action is the exact same. You either succeed or you fail. And then I will do another recording where I behave a little bit better and act normally, and I will try to survive on the harder mode. So these are my people that are on my team, and when I enter our secret meeting place, I hear, I don't know how to say it, Heike Nix say, they made him Chancellor Hitler. This is a disaster. How could President Hindenburg appoint him? And I'm going to be as negative and horrible as I possibly could be because that's just not me. What is missing? We have no time! We need to convince more people to support our cause before we draw any attention to ourselves. They are just waiting for a reason to have people like us arrested. Don't you think so too? Heike asks me, or Heike, however you say it. I think you're right. We need more supporters first. Luis is right. We need to act fast. I am not an act person. I am hide and plan. Told you so, says Luis. We are 3 people against an entire state. That's insane. We need a bigger network first, says Heike. People will learn about us from our actions. You're right, but we need to act or no one will hear about us. I guess this one? I don't know. Why should people support us if all we do is hiding? If all we do is hiding, I like that. We need to act, I say. So what is the most important task right now? Luis asks. Helping the persecuted, finding the truth and spreading the word, fighting the regime. See, now me, I would help the persecuted, but we're going to fight the regime. This regime and its ideology are evil. They need to be stopped at all costs, I say. End of scene. So we're going to come in here and we're going to decide what we're going to do. I've learned enough about this game to know that you always need money and that you need to spread as much across the map as you can. I played one time and I got very, very stuck. But we're going to do the opposite of everything I would normally do. So I can talk to workers, I can find a new member, or I can collect donations. So normally I would get a new member because that's the most important thing to me. This would be the least important to me, so we're going to go talk to some workers. Bert Ruber, a worker and supporter of the group, wants to introduce us to some of his coworkers. Great. Now, it always tells you who would be best at this, so we're going to go ahead and pick the worst. The propaganda and the empathy is the most important. So 5, 4, okay, you're the worst. You go do that. And it looks like I have 3 people, so I'm going to end up doing all 3. So we'll go ahead here and collect donations. Again, they want this Luis Butsky to go do it, so we're going to send Heike instead. And then we'll come here to find a new member. Yeah, and you're going to go because you're all that's left. Okay. And we're going to end planning and send them off to do their thing. 5 people are still supporting us. We got 2 marks donated. So I'll go ahead and read it through the first time. Stephanie Ritter meets with coworkers of our supporters in Kreuzberg and talks to them to see if some would be willing to help us. It turns out there are still people not happy about the regime and willing to do something about it, and we gained 3 supporters. Coming over to the donations, Heike Nix visits the group's known supporters among workers in Kreuzberg to ask for additional donations. She is successful. People are upset about the latest atrocities of the regime and are willing to help the group. We got 14 marks. In the beginning, it's really easy to succeed at stuff because not much has happened in the war yet. Louise Butsky talks to dedicated supporters to find out if they would be willing to join our group. She finds 3 who she thinks might be able to become core members of the group. Now it's on us to decide which one should join our group. So it gives you 3 people to choose. And what I was doing before was I was going through and going like 311, 332. So obviously this guy's stronger. 122. So this guy's the weakest, and he's unemployed, so he has no special skills to bring, so we're going with Bert Ruber. Yeah, he's never who I would pick. It's already dark as I ride home on my bike. The streets are empty, and an ice-cold wind sneaks its way through my scarf. So normally I'd be like, get off the street because I do not like the dark. I do not like being outside of my house, but we're going to go nice and slow. I burrow my face deeper into the scarf. I reach an empty Alexanderplatz. In the distance, I can see a group of men ganging up on someone, shouting at him. Okay, in reality, I would leave because I'm non-confrontational, but we're going to go over there and cause problems. There are 3 men, all wearing the brown shirts and swastika armbands of the SA. They are surrounding a civilian. Get off the bike and move closer or turn around and ride home. In reality, I would leave. I mean, these are police, and I am weak and small, but no, we're going to get off and go over there. Dirty Jew, yells the loudest one. He steps forward and pushes the man so hard that he falls to the ground. I can hurry toward them, approach carefully, or turn around and leave. I'm going to hurry towards them. He loses his hat, and I see that he is wearing a kippa beneath it. That is Rudolph. Show him. Cheers another one. Interfere, keep a safe distance, and watch or turn around and leave. We're going to get in there. Get myself punched in the face. Hey, I shout. What's going on here? Leave him alone. The group slowly moves toward me, forgetting the old man for a moment. What do you want? Demands Rudolph. Mind your own business. Piss off. Attack them, calm them down, threaten them, or leave. Let's attack. Leave that man alone or you'll regret it, I say, and hold up my fists. Keep in mind, I'm the weakest person in the world. The thugs surround me and attack. I try to defend myself, but they beat me up from all sides. That would happen. I lose consciousness. Get up. When I come to, I reach for my forehead. It's swollen and covered in what must be dried blood. Yeah, that's what happens when you go like 3-on-1. The thugs are gone, and so is the old man. A business card lies on the ground where he fell. I pick it up. It says, Dr. Rosenberg, internist. Go home. I did no good. I take my bike and walk home. Do I have to get used to these things happening? I will never get used to things like this. And apparently, I made a contact with Dr. Rosenberg. So our morale went down, but we gained more supporters, which is pretty standard. I don't really care what's going on in the world. In the middle of our meeting, Heike Nix, look at me, I'm all beat up, addresses the group. Everyone, there's a public protest against the Nazis coming up. This is a good chance. Let's go get me punched in the face again. Heike continues, if we can spread the word, we can recruit others. People willing to protest are exactly the people we'll need. You're right. Okay, let's do this, I say. So let's come down here. So I have all of these options now, and let's pick the worst possible options we can. Green means they're the safest, yellow means they're slightly more dangerous. So let's go join a public protest. That sounds like a really safe thing to do. So she wants to go, so we're going to send everybody else. Because, that sounds wonderful. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put some intel in there just so that we can be more dangerous. We're taking secrets about the Nazis to this place where the Nazis are super watchful, just so we can cause more problems. Buy paper, talk to workers, find a new member. See, normally I'd be like, okay, we need to find a new member, and then my next priority would be to collect donations. And then because I'm beat up, normally I would get medicine because really I shouldn't be doing anything when I'm beat up. But instead, we're going to go buy paper because that's dangerous. Yeah, you go do that. And in real life, I would send the bicycle so that she can get away fast. But no, we're just going to let her die. Okay, end planning. Let's go. I'm spending the afternoon with a friendly couple, the Ellwangers, who have invited me over for coffee and cake. Hubert and Annegret are also members of the church I attend. Unfortunately, the conversation turns to politics. After all, says Hubert, while I know that our church isn't too happy about it, I don't really think there's anything wrong with Hitler. Now, I have played this before, and I know where this whole plotline is going, so we're going to make all the wrong choices. You can't be serious. Sure, says Hubert. Hitler has some controversial views regarding the church, but I think he is taking care of a problem that's much worse than the Nazis. Don't you see how dangerous this is? The communists, says Annegret, who walks in with a pot of coffee and takes a seat. The communists are the real threat. Don't you think? Would you like some coffee, Stephanie? Let's see. Now, see, I would choose something non-confrontational and steer the conversation away, because obviously they're like, wackos. But instead, we're gonna be as mean as we can. So I'm gonna be like, what about the violence? But they are brutal. They attack people in the streets. They torture and murder their opponents. This is wrong. You must agree with me here, I say. Surely you agree. A whip is for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and a rod for the back of fools, says Annegret, and smiles. Hubert nods. People who disobey and attack their new leader can't expect anything less. I don't know what to say. More coffee, she asks. Okay, gotta be as angry as I can. What about the Jews? But the way they treat the Jews is wrong, don't you think? There's nothing wrong with being born Jewish. As Christians, we shouldn't accept this kind of discrimination, I say. Don't you agree? I don't see the problem, says Annegret. After all, it was the Jews who killed our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Exactly, says Hubert. Compared to their inherited sins, the minor punishment they get from Hitler and his men is nothing. I don't agree with any of this. Please don't report me to YouTube. I can't believe what I'm hearing. How do you like the cake? Annegret asks. But the communists are not in power. But it wasn't the communists who took over the Reichstag, terrorizing everyone who disagrees with them. It's the Nazis, I say. Praise the Lord, it wasn't the communists, says Hubert. But Stalin and his compatriots are just waiting to take over Germany. Look at what they did to the Christians over there. Besides, says Annegret, who are these people who disagree with Hitler? Almost all of them are communists. Let this sink in. Ah, the coffee is cold. Let me pour you another. End the conversation. What is it? Says Annegret. You look pale. Are you all right? Leave. I am fine, I say. I just realized how late it is. I need to go home. Annegret stops me on my way out and says, Wait! You can't leave like this. What is it? Here, she says, take some cake with you. It is way too much for Hubert and me. It was so great to see you. We'll see you in church on Sunday. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you, I say, and take the cake. Yes, see you in church on Sunday. End of scene. 8 people are still supporting us. We got 2 extra marks. Louise goes to buy paper. To avoid being tracked, she picks a shop in Kreuzberg where no one knows her. The clerk takes the order and disappears in the back while Louise Butsky waits at the counter. After some time, the clerk returns with the paper. Yes, I'm a grown-up. Butsky makes me happy. I wish my name was Butsky. We joined the 200,000 protesters who gathered at the Berlin Lustgarten Park to protest. I'm so beat up. The speaker asks the crowd for discipline and unity in registering the Nazis. Do not worry, there are too many of us. Hitler and his henchmen can't stop us, he says. We talked to other protesters and some are willing to support us in the future. So we got 8 new supporters. Our morale went up and our supporters went up, which is pretty rare. You'll see as the game goes on. Don't care. Apparently nothing new is going on. So let's see what else we can do to get ourselves in trouble. We want the danger stuff. Let's go buy more paper that we don't need. That sounds great. You want to go do that? No. We care about empathy and literacy. So there's 3, 5, 4. Okay. Me, in all of my beat upness, is gonna go because, And what happens if I take paper with? Is that going to make it worse? No. Okay. What if I take Intel with? Is that going to get me killed? Maybe. Okay. Let's see. What's this? Talk to workers. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. No, you want to go? No, you can't go. We want propaganda and empathy. 5, 6, 5. We're going to send you, Mr. Mustache. Can you take paper with you? I don't know why, but you're going to take paper with you. Okay, let's go get some medicine. I'm not going to use it. No, you're not going to go. You can't go. You can go. You're going to take paper with you too. Oh no, right there. Even though I don't know why, but you're going to take it because I feel like it. And I guess you can go get us some money, whatever. Okay, end planning, yes. Oh, I recovered. Dang it. I liked being all beat up. Okay, so she goes to get money. Listen for the noise. Success. Got some. Continue. Goes to talk to people. Listen for the noise. Success. Got some more followers. Goes to get paper. Ah, success. Dang it. Goes to get medicine. Success. And we lost morale, but we gained supporters. Don't care. Louise Butsky tells me that she despises Bert Ruber. Well, I don't blame her. I mean, he's bald and he has this. He is a social democrat. His views don't do the group any good. We would be much better off without him. Okay, who should we kick out? I really like her name, so Bert's gotta go. See, I don't normally kick anybody out. I speak with Bert and ask him to leave the group. Louise Butsky seems pleased with my decision. We gotta keep Butsky. I mean, her name is Butsky. We gotta keep her. So, okay, this has an exclamation point, so it must be important. Produce leaflets manually. Printer Barbara Kaufman stole a printing roll from her workplace and donated it to us. We can now create leaflets manually. Okay, you want to do it? No, you can't do it. We want propaganda and literacy. That's 6. Oh, you're way worse at it. You go do it. Yep. And you know what? You should take some intel with you and see if that will get you killed. Okay, go. Let's see. What's next? See, normally I'd be like, we need some people because we're low, but we're not going to do that. So we can talk to workers, buy paper. Let's go buy some paper because we really need... You want to go do it? No. Go, Butsky. And then let's run out of money, because running out of money seems like a really good idea. And planning, yes. Okay, we lost 1 supporter and we gained 5 marks. Sorry, I'm moving away from the thingy, the microphone. Louise Butsky wants to buy paper. Success. Talking to people. Success. Making leaflets. Someone's getting suspicious. Let's fight them. Oh, they calmed down. Dang it, we succeeded. See, I would never enforce. I would never, in that situation, if somebody's suspicious, I go and hide. It's late and I'm having a drink at a bar in Hackschurmarkt when a man storms through the door yelling, "The Reichstag is burning! The communists have burned down the Reichstag! Let's run outside." I would never do that. I leave my drink and run outside as fast as I can. Despite the late hour, the streets are full of people. A red glow illuminates the night sky above the Reichstag. This is terrible. I wonder what happened. We're gonna be... This is terrible! What are we all still doing here? Says a woman in a fur coat. Let's go there and find out what happened. People around her agree and form groups. We're going to join the group and get myself punched in the face. I join the group and together we walk down the empty streets all the way to the Reichstag. The closer we get, the more intense the smell of smoke and fire gets. Soon it becomes hard to breathe. We're just going to stop breathing. That seems like a really good idea. When we reach the bridge that leads to the Reichstag, we are stopped by a police patrol. "Area closed," says the officer. "Leave." Look at the crowds. On the other side of the bridge, the Reichstag is ablaze. On our side, more and more curious onlookers gather. I speak to a woman in a coat, talk to the big man, approach a man wearing a Great War uniform. Let's talk to the big guy that can punch me in the face. I talk to a big man with a flat cap and a nose that is just as flat. He looks like a professional boxer, one who has lost at least as many fights as he has won. So I begin, "Who do you think did this? Are you asking me?" The guy says, surprised. "Wasn't me, I tell you that." "Calm down. I didn't say it was you," I reply, "but someone did. What's your theory?" The boxer comes in close, lowers his voice and says, "The Nazis did it. Obviously, they will use this to take everyone out. You'll see." He looks left and right and leaves. Look at the scenery. More firefighters arrive. They must have come from all over Berlin. Speak to the woman in the fur coat, approach the man in the Great War uniform. See, normally I would gather as much information as I can, but we're just gonna leave. It's very late when I finally arrive at home. I fall asleep right away and dream of fire, and the strange people contradicting each other about who started. Nothing good will come with this. End of scene. Don't care. I have something to say, says Heike at our meeting, but I'm not sure if it's good news or bad news. Go ahead. I have a new job, she continues. That job has me serving in the house of a Nazi officer. Louise Butsky gasps, You're going to serve one of those pigs? The thought sickens me. Tell me more about it. Perhaps we can use this. I'm going to put her at risk. I would never do that in real life. Hang on, Louise, I say. What if Heike uses this strategically? She could get inside information. That's exactly what I'll do, says Heike. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to help our cause. End of scene. All right, let's see. We can contact a priest, meet a former unionist, talk to workers, collect donations. So I know that the priest is usually a really good contact, so we're gonna not do him because, that would make so we're gonna go to a unionist. I don't even know what a unionist is. I think it's something to do with employment. You want to go? No! We're gonna send, and this little red dot means that she has been seen and she's in danger. So you go do that, and we're gonna send you with intel because we want you to be in danger. And then we're gonna do talk to workers. You want to go? No. You're gonna go and you're gonna take some leaflets because I want you to be in danger. And then we don't want to go to the priest because it wants us to go to the priest, so you can go get that. Yeah, sure, confirm. There we go. Somebody get arrested. We lost supporters, we gained marks. Talking to the coworkers. Success. Try to collect money. Success. Meet with the unionist. Success. Man, I really wanted to be arrested by now. Blah-de-blah. At our meeting, Heike Nix is seething. I swear to you, the fire at the Reichstag was the biggest gift the Nazis could have hoped for. What do you mean? Heike continues, they're blaming the Communist Party, whom they've been enemies with forever, and now they have the excuse they need to just round them all up, including my own father. Can we help? Is there something we can do to help, I ask her. I need a lawyer for my father in prison, but that costs money. I guess this normally isn't an option. We must not have enough money to help her, so don't give her money. I'm so sorry, but we can't spare any money right now, I tell her. Because normally I would give money, but I wouldn't have anyway. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. What's this? Go into hiding. We'll take away these little red dots, but we don't want people to be safe. Buy paper, contact a priest, talk to workers, buy paint, collect donations, find a new member, talk to workers. See how these are connected? If I do this, and it opens up all of these options over here. And stealing uniforms is a very dangerous thing, so I'm going to choose to do this one because I want somebody to get in trouble and get arrested. So confirm. Let's see. Let's go buy some paint. You want to go, so you can't. I'm going to send Butsky with just that. And then priest, workers. We'll go talk to the workers. Just because I'm trying to make myself go broke, because I don't know what happens when you go broke. We're gonna find out. Lost a supporter, gained marks. Co-workers, talking to people, success, and we got a union leader contact. Go to buy paint. Success, poop. Go to talk to coworkers. Oh, somebody's watching. There's a witness. Let's fight him. The witness left. Dang it. Success. And she's been seen, so she's got a red dot. Don't care. Heike Nix pulls me aside. Look, it's my brother. I never dreamed things would go this far, but trust me. It's okay, you can tell me, I say. Heike sighs, looks down at the ground, then back up at me. Last night, he came home in a brown shirt uniform. You're a danger to the group! See, I would never do that either. If he finds out you're with us, you could end up in a prison or worse. Bad word! All of us could. Shh! They don't need to know, says Heike, looking at the others. Listen, I know my brother trusts me. This could be a huge opportunity for us. I could get valuable inside information. So she can be our informant. I can make her leave the group. Or I can make her stay and tell her to keep away from her brother. So, I would never put somebody at risk. We'll have her be an informant. All right, then, let's do this. See if you can get us any valuable information, but please be careful. Let's see. I'm trying to get over here so I can do something dangerous. Plus, okay, did you see all this red area? That means the police presence is really heavy. So we want to do this. You want to go, you can't go. Hey, look at this. Look at how maxed out she is on being seen. Let's send you there with, oh, I don't have intel anymore. Okay. I was going to say with the intel, let's do it right. This is the next most dangerous. You want to go, so you can't. You go. And then, let's see. Meet an academic, meet a friend, money, contact a priest. Let's go to an academic. And you can go Butsky. Okay. End planning. Yes. Lost 2 supporters, got 10 marks. Going to meet the academic. Okay, I've never seen what happens when you time out, so I'm going to let it time out. Instead of picking. Somebody's witnessing what's going on. Stay calm and move on. Oh, it picks for you. That's interesting. Okay, so she left without accomplishing anything. We're going to go meet with coworkers. Oh, and the SA shows up. Let's enforce. That sounds safe. I got injured. We still had to abort the mission, but I also got punched in the face. Okay, she's over. She's the most in danger, and she's over in the most dangerous area, so let's enforce. Oh crap, they calmed down and it succeeded. Dang it, I was really hoping she was going to get arrested. The morale of the group is very low, and so is your own. Some members openly discuss giving up and just hoping for the best. You don't dare say it out loud, but you are thinking about it too. New dangers and terrors every week, life or death decisions. It's tempting to just leave it all behind. So at this point, I now have the choice of deciding, do I want morale to end the game, or do I want to try to get arrested or killed? Louise Butsky tells me she is pregnant. I can't go on like this. I am worried it will harm the baby. She says I want to leave the group. I had this happen in my last playthrough where I made it all the way, and I told her to leave to protect the baby. So I'm going to tell her to stay now. I understand, but I have to ask you to stay with us. It's a critical time right now and the group needs you. She doesn't seem convinced, but agrees to stay a little longer. I promise not to send her on any missions that are too dangerous. Lies! I'm going to send her on the most dangerous missions. I would never, never, never in real life. Okay, I still really want to get over here so I can put somebody in real danger. You want to go, so you can't go. You're gonna go. Let's see. Buy paper, talk to workers, buy paint. Let's go buy paint. You want to go, so you can't. You're gonna go. And I'm hurt, so I'm showing up like this to go buy paint. And then this is the next dangerous one, so you go talk to the workers, confirm, let's go. Da-da-da. Goes to meet coworkers, success. Goes to buy paint, looking like a trauma victim. Dang it, I succeeded. It goes again to talk to people, and someone's getting suspicious. So let's do it, whatever it takes. Oh, and they calm down, dang it. And she succeeded, but she was seen. The morale of the group is very low still. Don't care. Louise Butsky told us that she is getting married, and we are all invited to the wedding. Despite these grim times, she has organized a big wedding party outside of the city at a lake in Brandenburg. So this would really boost the morale of the group, which is very, very necessary at this point, but we're going to say, I would rather not. It could be dangerous. I explained to Louise that while we could all use a celebration, there's just too much work to be done for us to take a break right now. She looks disappointed, but says she understands the decision. Everyone else gives me a sour look that evening. Look at me messing with everybody. So this is our morale. We've only got one morale. If this falls too low, everybody quits. This is how many supporters we've got. So why is this not unlocking? I wanted to unlock. Maybe this one doesn't link. Maybe it's this that links and I've been wasting my time this whole time. See how smart I am? I don't want more people. I want to fail. Former unionist, academic, unionist, paper, priest, workers, paint, money, friend. We'll go to the friend. You want to go? You can't go. You're going to go. Workers. You want to go? You can't go. You go. Yeah, because you look safe. You look like somebody that I'd totally want to follow. And meet an academic. You go. Whatever. I don't even care. Go. Oh, I recovered. I looked so much better. All beat up and punched in the face, though. Meet with coworkers. Success. Meet with a friend. Success. Meet with an academic. Success. It is Saturday and I'm on my way to buy groceries for the weekend when I see the shop in the distance. I can already tell something is up. In front of the building, a crowd of people has gathered, including a few men wearing the brown uniform of the SA. So see, if the SA are there, normally I would leave, but we're going to go over there because that sounds like a great idea. I approach the store to see what's going on. 3 brown shirts stand around the entrance of the shop holding signs with anti-Semitic slogans. A Star of David and the word Jew are painted on the shop window. So read what's written on the signs, talk to a passerby, talk to the brown shirts, enter the shop. Worst thing you could do is talk to them, right? Let's get the attention of the popo. What are you doing here? I ask one of the SA men. What does it look like to you? He says. Like a bunch of cowards. Like a bunch of cowards in uniform who have come to threaten innocent people. You, says the leader of the group, watch out or you'll regret it. He comes closer. Call him a coward. Oh, you people, look at yourselves. 3 versus 1. Is this the honor your Fuhrer keeps bragging about? Someone hits me on the head and the world goes black. It takes me nearly an hour to drag myself home. Everything hurts and my head is bleeding. We must fight! We must fight. Who knows how this will end if we don't stop them? End of scene. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh look, I'm beat up again. Imagine that. Oh, what is this? Visit a museum. Professor of the Fine Arts Walter Grobe becomes our supporter and tells us in which museum we can still see forbidden, un-German art if we want to. We can now visit the museum. That boosts morale, and I don't want to do that. Because we don't want to boost morale, we want to be depressed. Oh look, we can observe SA activities. So you want to go? No, we're going to send the most at-risk person to go and do that. What's this one? Talk to workers. We do that a lot. You want to go? No. You're going to go. And what's this one? They don't want me to do this one, so you can go do that. Confirm. Go. Yes. I never play games with the intent to lose. This is kind of fun. She meets the coworkers. Oh, someone's getting suspicious. Let's do whatever it takes. Oh, why are they calming down? Look at me. There should be nothing calm about this. Oh my gosh. Meets with coworkers. Success. Oh, we're going to spy on them. Follows the SA in Kopnik to learn more about their plans, and I get attacked. Let's fight them. That sounds like a great idea. The attack is over. She finds out that some of them used to hang out at a pub in Copenhagen and that one of them's still regularly nods off and stays there overnight. And we got intel. Uh-oh, somebody's getting arrested. Heike Nix has been arrested. The morale of the group decreases to -6. So now we've got a problem because the morale should be too low to go on. Let's see. The pressure has become unbearable. Neither you nor the rest of the group can go on like this. You decide to dissolve the group and hope for the best. In July 1933, the NSDAP is declared to be Germany's only legal party. The Gestapo and SS arrest tens of thousands of dissidents and send them to concentration camps. The pressure on and the danger the resistance fighters were in was tremendous, while at the same time the approval for the Hitler regime grew among the general population. Many groups simply did not withstand the strain and dissolved after a while. Stephanie Ritter needs to escape the Gestapo and flees to Amsterdam, where she hopes to be safe. When the country is invaded, the Gestapo searches all over town for resistors and Jews, but Stephanie is lucky and is hidden away by people who risk their own life to save her. With the help of brave people who risk their lives to save her, she survives the darkest of times. Apparently, she figured out that getting punched in the face was not the answer. Heike Nix leaves the country and moves to Prague to avoid getting caught by the Gestapo. During the invasion of German troops, she is arrested by the Gestapo. She dies of hunger and exhaustion. Louise Butsky keeps resisting the regime where she can. Eventually, she breaks contact with everyone from the resistance and tries to ignore what is happening around her. During an air raid on Berlin, she doesn't get to a shelter in time and is killed when her house is hit by a bomb. So the aggravator, the one that instigates everything and causes all the problems, lives, and both of these people die. Great. The Ritter-Nix Gruppe was active from the 1st of February 1933 to the 5th of April 1933. So February, March, April, 2 months. 2 months. 2 months and like 4 days. At its peak, it had 4 members and 51 supporters. Some people still remember the courageous men and women of the Ritter-Nix Gruppe today. You are not responsible for what happened, but you certainly are responsible for preventing it from happening again. Max Mannheimer, author, painter, Holocaust survivor. Well, that's what happens when your morale disappears.